Genuine question, are the UK men not embarrassed, or actually men of the West? Aren't you so embarrassed that women are now moving to the Middle East to find better men? Like, we are moving across the world to find better men because you men are just such princesses and we can't deal with it anymore. You have...
When you, as a non-African, are dating a foreign man, specifically from Africa, I'm telling you right now, you can't bring that Western logic over to an African man and think he's going to be on your program. Absolutely not.
I'm going to be a passport sister. So I'm going to go over there. Because I don't want to be out here 10, 15, 20 years single. I'm going to make sure that they know that they have to spend all their money on me. And they're going to have to be part of their culture, that they spend all their money on me, on the woman. And I think I can train them to cook and clean. I don't know.
Since men are no longer pursuing, modern women have decided to take this matter into their own hands. Now they want to travel to find their men overseas. It's giving low effort. Men want to be treated with respect. Why is that a bad thing? I love my man and I want to treat him the same way as he treats me because he deserves it. Sorry you don't like your man enough to treat him well. Treat them how you want to be treated, no matter the gender. Just be kind to each other. And where's the problem in treating them like this? I'm definitely struggling to understand her point, as I can't see any issue with a woman showing her man some appreciation once in a while. Everyone would be happy if treated nicely, and we know she agrees with that statement. Therefore, if she wants that type of treatment, why wouldn't a man be willing to experience the same thing? As long as each party is investing in the relationship and doing their best to make each other happy, there shouldn't be any problem with putting your love into action and demonstrating it. Being a man doesn't mean we don't want nice things, because we do. She is indirectly saying it's not okay for a man to receive that type of treatment, but I disagree with that message. Is she implying that we should be treated differently? Most men would be happy to know their partners recognize and are willing to demonstrate how much they love them, and showing that appreciation with action is better than words.
She has made her decision and decided to inform us that they will start traveling to find their man overseas, since you guys are no longer pursuing them. They are tired of waiting.
Genuine question, are the UK men not embarrassed, or actually men of the West? Aren't you so embarrassed that women are now moving to the Middle East to find better men? Middle Eastern men are actually stunting on the men in the West. Like, we are moving across the world to find better men because you men are just such princesses and we can't deal with it anymore. You have no sense of providing, and this isn't about being a gold digger. Like, I buy everything on myself and I'm happy to do that, but this is about more than that. This is about you guys actually being men, like you're little princesses. Crazy to me. Have a think about it. Maybe change. My advice is change. Learn a thing or two from the Middle Eastern man.
Think they have more money. Nothing but facts. This needs to be a move. Actually, the world has changed for the worse. I'm tired of giving him the princess treatment. Let me hold the door for you as you leave. Thank you. I'll buy your ticket. So, you're following the Western men who realized the same thing decades ago? Good luck with the Middle East men. We are doing the same thing, passport brothers. Can't find a loyal girl anymore. Copying passport brothers will not change or improve modern women's dating life. I would argue it would make things a lot more challenging if they go to those countries where guys are heavy on traditional values. It will make modern women understand they would be better off staying here, as the chances of finding a man overseas willing to be with a partner with a modern mindset are slim to none. They hold those values from generation, and this is something they will not change just because they met a foreign woman. Instead, modern women either adapt to their way of living or it won't work. Copying us wasn't a smart move. They didn't think about the reason why guys are becoming passport brothers, and this is why she thought it would be a good idea to do the same thing. Guys are looking for what they can't find at home, but their case is different. Most men are looking for a partner with traditional values no matter the country, so travel will not make a difference if they are not willing to be traditional. Wanting a traditional man when you are not willing to reciprocate the same energy isn't realistic. There shouldn't be a need for them to go overseas to find a partner if they were willing to understand us. Modern women are facing challenges at home when it comes to dating because they aren't paying attention to what men are saying, and for some reason, she believes moving abroad will make a difference. Most of us want relationships and are willing to find that special person to build our life with, but with time things are getting challenging as we are struggling to find what we want. All they have to do is find out what most men are looking for and provide it. But I wish them all the best in finding their Prince Charming overseas.
Next, we have a woman who has good advice for passport sister who intend to go overseas to find men. She wants to tell them if they travel with their modern mindset, it will never work with those men as they are used to traditional women. They will never be able to place those guys in their program.
A lot of the times when you, as a non-African, are dating a foreign man, specifically from Africa, I'm telling you right now, you can't bring that Western logic over to an African man and think he's gonna be on your program. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Don't move with the thought that, oh, I'm gonna move to an African man and think he's gonna be mine and it's gonna be happily ever after, and not have any context into how the culturally differences are.
Passport sisters trying to emulate passport brothers are fighting an uphill battle, and it's like trying to herd cats on an open range. You don't need to tell them. Getting rejected constantly will be sufficient. To me, it's weird for a woman to leave her country to go look for a husband. This hasn't been done in history. This is like McDonald's looking for customers or them bringing food to your house looking for you to buy. She said it well, bringing a modern mindset to countries where traditional values are still strong will never work because those guys have certain expectations that must be met. The desperation will not help to solve modern women's dating issues. Instead, they should look into the reason why guys are leaving or why guys are not committing to them and make necessary changes to increase their chances of finding someone at home. What makes them think those traditional men would want to be with a woman who doesn't share the same values as their country? Once modern women understand that men commit to or marry whoever they want, it will make them realize it's up to them to make themselves appealing to the man they are interested in. That's the key to ending their dating struggles, and this is the only way to end the loneliness most modern women are going through. Instead of going overseas and wishing that traditional men wouldn't mind a woman with a modern mindset, they should work on themselves to better their chances of being chosen at home. Whoever told them it would be a good idea to copy passport brothers lied to them, as it will lead to a lot of disappointments. Those guys have their country full of women with traditional values, so why would they want to complicate things?
Modern women always find a way to surprise us when it comes to their delusion. The woman in the next video got it on another level. She wants to go overseas to find a provider, but she also wants to train him to be a housewife.
I've had several guys come to me and ask me how I feel about the passport bros. And at first I didn't know what they were talking about, so I had to do my little research, and after reading about it or, watching a couple videos, to me, it's a few guys that's out here going to other countries and deciding they want to get a wife because the American woman or black woman, we aren't submissive and all that blah, blah, blah. And at first I was like, ooh, okay. But then after thinking about it, I'm going to be a passport sister. Yep. I've been dating off and on for about 4 years now, and 5 years, and this shit is for the birds. So I'm gonna go over there. because I don't want to be out here 10, 15, 20 years single. So I'm gonna go over there to Dominican Republic or Brazil or somewhere and go ahead and find me a husband, someone who appreciate my American privilege. I think the difference is I'm gonna know that they know, and they know that I know that they just here for my American privilege, and I picked them because they look good, because we got a lot of fine men over here in America, so they got to look good if they coming over here. And I'm gonna make sure that they know that they have to spend all their money on me. They have to be part of their culture, that they spend all their money on me, on the woman. And I think I can train them to cook and clean.
This woman truly believes she can train a man overseas to be a provider and housewife at the same time. What exactly will be her contribution to the relationship? She must be a comedian.
I don't know. It depends on the culture, but I think that's something I can work on. And yeah, because the American men over here that I've met and I've dated, they're not American and right. So I think I'm gonna just go ahead and find me somebody over there that I can train to be an American right. You know, I can teach them to American right. So yeah, I'm gonna be a passport sister. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Don't want to go 50-50, but willing to pay nearly 100% of the bills for a man overseas. Passport women is illogical, and they know it. You're better off. I can't wait to see all the content from Passport Sis. I hope they document every second. Getting rejected. They really thought a foreign man with traditional women in his country is gonna take them seriously? I always thought I had seen it all when it comes to modern women's delusion, but seems like I was wrong. She is planning to go overseas to find a man who holds traditional values, but she wants him to be the man and the woman of the house. He must be the provider as well as a housewife. At this point, I want to believe it's a joke because it's too much. But it was interesting when she said this.
I'm gonna make sure that they know that they have to spend all their money on me. They have to be part of their culture, that they spend all their money on me, on the woman. And I think I can train them to cook and clean.
So you want a provider and he also has to cook and clean. Who exactly is she looking for? What makes her think these types of men can be found overseas? Based on what she wants, she is not looking for a husband or a wife. She is looking for something else. But I wonder what will be her contribution to the relationship. The main issue with her mindset is entitlement, and that's what will prevent her dreams from coming true. No traditional men who holds traditional values as the main base in their relationship will be able to deal with modern women's entitlement as it goes against their principles. And this is something most of them will stand by.
This is the end of today's video, and I hope you like it. Check the video on the screen, we have selected it for you. I will see you on the next one, and don't forget to subscribe.